How's it going, everyone? My name is Iron Stark, and today I'll be showcasing a weapon worthy of any real boy. The Nameless Puppet's signature weapon, Proof of Humanity. To begin, the Proof of Humanity has a very particular moveset when compared to other weapons in Lies of P, in that it feels like a trick weapon from Bloodborne. Its light attacks are akin to slashes of a straight sword in the Souls series, yet have the weightiness of a greatsword. On the other hand, the heavy attacks are quick double slashes where the player separates Proof of Humanity in a twin sword attack combo, and the charged heavy attacks are dual wielding spinning slashes. My personal favorite attack in the base moveset of Proof of Humanity is its running heavy attacks, where the player does a sprinting dual wielding slash, which combos very nicely into Proof of Humanity's light attack. Because over half of Proof of Humanity's attacks are multi-hit slashes, this makes it synergize incredibly well with the Arm of God Amulet's successive hit buffs, because you will land 2 to 4 slashes in the blink of an eye. The Fable Arts of the Proof of Humanity are both extremely powerful and make this weapon among the deadliest in Lies of P. The Blade Fable Art is a unique version of Link Slash, a flurry attack combo that can be used up to 3 times that can ramp up successive hits and DPS extremely quickly. The first 2 attacks are cross slashes that hit with both swords, and the final attack of Proof of Humanity's Link Slash has P turn into a literal beyblade with a leaping, spinning slash. It's worth mentioning that Link Slash has hyperarmor, so you can't be knocked out of it and will shred a chunk of health off of a boss. Personally, my favorite part about Link Slash is that you don't need to commit to the full combo and can incorporate Link Slash into your light and heavy attack chains. The handle Fable Art of Proof of Humanity is Grind, which temporarily increases critical hit chance. This is where I think it's important to discuss critical hits in Lies of P, and why Proof of Humanity can quietly become a terrifyingly powerful weapon. Critical hits in Lies of P deal roughly 50% more damage than a normal attack. To clarify, a critical hit is not a fatal attack. It is simply a normal attack that deals 50% more damage. Ordinarily, only a select few weapons in Lies of P have the innate ability to land critical hits, with Proof of Humanity having an innate 30% chance of doing critical hit damage. This is where Grind comes into play. Grind increases critical hit chance by 30%. This means with Grind active, Proof of Humanity has a 60% chance of doing critical hit damage, and when you combine this with the Satisfaction Grindstone, Proof of Humanity gets a 90% chance of doing critical hit damage. It doesn't take a mathematician to figure out that the combination of Proof of Humanity, Grind, and the Satisfaction Grindstone are the perfect storm for melting boss health pools. As for scaling, Proof of Humanity is a pure quality weapon, with a B scaling in both motivity and technique, meaning an optimal stat spread for this weapon is 30 to 40 technique and motivity. Since all builds in Deep NG Plus end up becoming quality builds because of Lies of P's damage soft caps, Proof of Humanity feels like it was made with NG Plus in mind, especially because it is the final boss weapon you can get in the base game. It is worth mentioning all boss fights in this showcase are with my main Lies of P data, which has 50 motivity and 50 technique. For Amulets, the perfect Proof of Humanity setup leans all in on maximizing damage via critical hit buffs, successive hit buffs, and perfect guard buffs. The Assassin Amulet increases the power of critical hits by 25%. When combined with Proof of Humanity's innate critical hit rate, Handle Fable Art Grind, and the Satisfaction Grindstone, you will deal 75% more damage per hit for 90% of your attacks when fully buffed. And that is before considering any other attack buffs, so let's make this thing broken. The Arm of God Amulet is a successive hit buff amulet that stacks up to 4 times with a maximum attack buff of 15%. As I previously mentioned, this naturally synergizes with Proof of Humanity's multi-hit heavy attacks and the Blade Fable Art Link Slash. The Extreme Modification Amulet buffs your attack damage by 4% per Fable slot active, with a maximum of a 20% buff when all 5 Fable slots are full. Even if you don't have all 5 Fable slots full, an 8 to 16% attack buff stacked on top of critical hit damage is still extremely strong. The Conquering Amulet buffs the damage of your next attack by roughly 20% after landing a perfect guard. It is worth mentioning the buff for the Conquering Amulet is only active 5 seconds after a perfect guard, and only affects the first hit of a perfect guard. The final amulets I would use were the Puppet Destroyer, Carcass Butcher, and Murderer Puppet amulets, all increasing damage dealt to puppets, carcasses, and humans by 10%, so switch those in accordance with the boss you are fighting. For P-Organ upgrades, you'll want upgrades that synergize with Proof of Humanity's powerful Fable arts and combo potential. The most important upgrades are increased Fable arts effect duration and increased Special Grindstone effect duration, since this will extend the duration of grind and the Satisfaction Grindstone, meaning more critical hits. Enhanced Fable arts attack will ensure that Link Slash does disgusting damage. Increased stagger duration is very useful at landing a short combo before landing a fatal attack for a bit extra damage. Enhanced charge attack stagger, and lower charge attack stamina consumption promote the use of Proof of Humanity's triple hit charged heavy attack. Lastly, enhanced Perfect Guard Destruction and Perfect Guard Fable Charge Enhance are both useful for incentivizing using Perfect Guards to get a huge opening on a staggered boss, or regaining Fable to use Link Slash or Grind. All footage for this showcase was captured at Boss Rematch Level 4. To be honest, I would say that Proof of Humanity is a pretty underrated weapon in the Lies of P community, and I would love to see more people sing its praises. As always, enjoy the showcase.
Bring it on. You ain't seen nothing like my brother.
Boy is mine! Mine! Root for me, brothers! Oh no! Knock him out, bro!
Don't you want to play with me, Mr. Puppet? So this is Geppetto's puppet, huh? Gotta admit. Get extra points for fighting fair, survive and win. wounded you with the one.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you? None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives. Little puppet to push me this far. You dare destroy my sublime creation. It can't be. I can't die here.
goes on the clock, and you appear to be nothing but talk.